What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me on D's Analysis. We're going to be looking at MicroStrategy, Bitcoin, and MSTX. We're going to be talking about price predictions with speculation, of course, attached to it, and the multiple that could possibly happen. So as we all know, we've been in a downturn on Bitcoin for some time. I think it should be temporary and that we should see higher prices throughout the year. So we're going to talk about those potential prices and where things could possibly go. This is not financial advice. This is just pure speculation and just having fun with these targets. So we're going to look at two past examples between Bitcoin and MicroStrategy. The first one being January 22nd, this bottom wick right here, to about March 11th. So if you were to take it from there to there, you have about a 90% gain on Bitcoin. And at that same time, 90% gain, MicroStrategy did, going to March 11th, MicroStrategy did 315 while Bitcoin did 90. That's a 3.5x move in that time period. And then we're going to do another one here from September 2nd to November 18th. November 18th is right here. It's about a 90% move on MicroStrategy. It's going to be September 3rd here to November 18th to the blow off top. That's about 380 or 375, 380. And that is a 4.15x. So the first example, MicroStrategy was 3.5 times the price of Bitcoin in that run up. And then the second example, MicroStrategy was 4.15x Bitcoin in that example. We're going to go from that same bottom, September 3rd, where Bitcoin gained 90%, MicroStrategy gained 375 to 380. And we're going to go to November 18th. On MSTX, and that was up to 1350. MSTX gained 1350. From Bitcoin's 90% move, that is a 15x on Bitcoin's 90% move, which is insane. Bitcoin went up 90%, MSTX went up 1350. That's a 15x move. And MSTX 3.6x MicroStrategy's move, that was 375%. We'll find a happy medium between 3.5x and 4.15x, and we'll go 3.75x. So we're going to do an example from this bottom, and we're going to just say 100% gain. We'll do a couple examples. So the first one, let's say we top out at 150 or a little bit more. So we'll do a round number. We'll do 100%. So at 153, we'll say theoretically that's the top. That's 100% gain on Bitcoin. And we're going to multiply MSTX by 3.75, which would be 375% on that move, which would take MicroStrategy to 375%. That would take MicroStrategy to about $1,100, which lines up with the other things that we've drawn out with flagpoles and Fibonacci's. Could be just a coincidence. And then we're going to multiply 375 by 3 to be conservative for MSTX, which is going to give you 1,100%. If we had that same run up on Bitcoin, 100%, and then 375 on MSTR, and then 1125 on MSTX. From the bottom, 1125 would put you roughly at $220 on MSTX. So these are just theoretical examples, and I'm not saying that it's going to happen. It's just for fun. And we're going to do another one where price goes up to, say, 190,000, or we'll do 150 for easier numbers. So 150% gain on Bitcoin, that would be a 500%, 562%. That would put MicroStrategy at about $1,500 roughly. If we gain 560% off of Bitcoin's 150% move, we would be multiplying 150% by 3.75, and that gets you 562. And then we're going to multiply that number by 3 to be conservative on MSTX again. 562 times 3 gives you a 1687% gain move. So that'll put MSTX at around 315 to 320, which is insane. So I just want to show you the compounding interest that happens with these leverage products on the upside. Leverage on the downside, leverage on the upside, but just an example to show you what could possibly happen if things go in the right direction and Bitcoin's seasonality continues as normal and we get a massive run up through maybe Q3, Q4, maybe even early Q2 top. We'll see. But just wanted to give you some ideas in your head and have fun with some numbers. None of this is financial advice. This is all for fun. I'll see you in the next one.